Hello and welcome back to more Let's Play Chrono Trigger. In the previous episode, excuse me, I'm gonna let you all know right now, I've been sick recently. Now I have a really bad cough. So, right, and if my voice sounds bad, I was sick recently. In the previous episode, we saved Queen Leanne, fought our first boss battle, which was Yakra. Now, Frog has left. What is her name? Hefe. Hefe has left us, and well, that's it. We're just gonna leave. What we need to do, I'm not sure if it told us to or not, is we actually need to go, first of all, get the shelter. The monster dropped a shelter. That was not my voice cracking. I actually was trying to voice something, but, well, I'm just not going to. That would probably be a bad idea at this point. What we're going to do is head back to Truce Canyon. And run into a battle. Pulling a green MP. Now I realize there's actually no way I'm gonna complete this by Christmas now, because when I got sick, I did not work on it at all, of course. And basically, I didn't work on it for probably a week before that, and yeah, now I've got finals as well that I have to deal with, so I won't probably be able to play this much. And then next week, of course, is Christmas, so heyo. This year's game playing hasn't gone as I had planned. I always seem to be busy with something. Once again, I do apologize for my coughing. Righto. And now you can see there's a blue, well, dot on our page. How do we get home? Your Highness or Princess, please call me Ariana. Well then, Ariana, observe. Wow. Amanda, you're amazing. Ain't it the truth? Huh. Well, not to be blunt about it, but the Amanda that this is actually named after has somewhat the same attitude. Anyway, I mean, enough with the false modesty. You have a real gift. I would trade my royal ancestry for your genius in a heartbeat. Well, if you say so. Anyway, I call this thing a gate. It's a kind of portal that takes you to the same location in a different era. Gates are very unstable, so I use the principle behind my telepod device to create a gate key. Now we can use them as we please. But why did this gate suddenly appear? Either the telepod had something to do with it, or something else made it. This is getting pretty weird. Let's at least head back to our own time. Alright, coming, Daniel? No, I feel like staying here. Of course I'm coming. And now we're gonna get, epileptic shock. Actually, I think that epileptic shock only comes from like flashing colors. I don't know if that would count, but phew, we're back. Daniel, Amanda, why don't you come home with me to the castle? I'd like you to come over for dinner. Sorry for putting you through all that, Ariana. Are you joking? That's the most fun I've had in months. And I have some new friends too. Daniel, be a gentleman and take her home. I've got some work to do. Righto, Amanda. See you soon, Amanda. Will you escort me home, Daniel? No, go home yourself. Because I know what happens when we get there. And it's not good. Yep, some foreshadowing there. I know what will happen. But we're gonna go there anyway. First of all, I actually want to go back to my house, because I actually don't know if she says anything new. Nope. Alright. We only disappeared for a few hours, and, well, now we're gonna come home, take a snooze with the chick in our room, and, head back to the castle. Because that's average in my life. I'm actually curious, can you go home and see Amanda? Ah, so you can. Two-legged walking humanoid robots are virtually impossible to create. Oh, Daniel, hurry up and escort the princess to the castle. Righto. Right, so we're gonna head over this way. Common day Guardia Forest has not changed. Besides for the fact that is no longer a shelter. I don't know if anything even pops up. Chrono Daniel kind of got stuck there. The one difference that is here, though, you can go over to the right here, and it actually continues. And as you can see, there is a chest here. One of those sealed ones that we can't open yet. So keep that in mind for later. But, yeah, in the past, that would be blocked off. Now, get ready for the, amazing plot twist here. Not really. I'm pretty sure you're all expecting what's happening next. Princess Nadia. Are you alright? Where have you been? I heard you were abducted. We had soldiers searching for you. Scoundrel, you're the one, huh? Kidnapping Princess Nadia. Now this... I don't actually understand the Chancellor's reasoning. I mean, sure, you kidnap her, and she's royalty, so, you know, you can get some money or something for returning her or something. Because that's going to be his reasoning. It's just like abduction because of wealth or something like that. But why would you return her with you? Clearly, you should leave the victim somewhere, like, hidden, and then come ask for the bounty and whatnot. Plus, he's a kid. He doesn't... It's not like he's an adult abducting the princess. The kid has a knife to her throat. He just nonchalantly walks in there. Probably, like, in real life, he had, like, the smile on his face. They were probably joking around when they entered through the door, and it's just like... It makes no sense on how he can automatically throw the blame on the guy in the back just nonchalantly walking in the door with the princess. No, Daniel's... Admit it, you confused her and tried to take over the throne. Terrorist. Stop it. Stop this at once. Now, actually, it kind of sucks. There's a soldier in the way if he would kneel down. Her face right there is actually kind of comical. It's hilarious. What are you doing? But Princess Nadia said to. Idiots, detain him. Daniel! We're sent to court. Right. This is where all those different things back in the first and second episode, I think, come in handy. Because it will prove whether or not you're innocent. Yes, if you give some child's cat back, it proves your innocence. I am the counselor, the prosecutor. I'm the lawyer, Pierre. Members of the court, we now bring forth the defendant, Daniel, who is charged with abducting Princess Nadia. Okay. The A button didn't work there. I actually like the music in this bit, and I don't know why. It's actually kind of catchy, in my opinion. What shall we do with him? Fire, perhaps? Hang him upside down for a few years? Or shall we employ the guillotine? Fire! It's not like he's a witch! You, the jury, shall decide his fate. Now, let us begin. Daniel, you are hereby ordered to tell the truth. Alright. Daniel is charged with premeditated abduction of royalty. The question is, did he kidnap Princess Nadia? The answer? No, he did not. In fact, no abduction took place. The two met completely by accident. In fact, the princess asked Daniel if she could join him. Quite true. Is this true? Who actually started this whole mess? Well, technically I did. I ran into her. Just as I suspected. The defendant deliberately tried to get near the princess. Now that is false. I smacked into her. Hey! Yeah, see? Ouch, that hurt. Yada yada. The princess then innocently followed you to Amanda's little sideshow. Whereupon you both disappeared. If that wasn't criminal abduction, I don't know what is. And I have facts that throw the defendant's character into question. Objection! This can't have any relevance whatsoever to this case. Care to respond, Counselor? Daniel's character is the very core of this case. We have nothing to hide. Now, if I could actually do voice acting, this might actually sound a bit more interesting to you guys. But I don't. I'm sorry. We have a witness, a little girl who will vouch for the character of the defendant. Good Lord. Hey, it's the little girl. This nice man, he brought me my kitty. Thank you for being so kind. You're welcome, little girl. How about that? Doesn't this young man deserve a medal? Looks like they're buying it. Buying it? I am innocent. The issue here is motive. Was there any motive for this fine citizen to kidnap Princess Nadia? No, there was none. What about ransom? Daniel, her fortune did tempt you, did it not? No. Are you sure you really weren't tempted? Not at all. We didn't even know she was the princess. That's enough. I have no more questions. It is evident that my client is a fine, noble young man. Your Honor, the defense rests. Members of the jury, if he is guilty, stand to the left. If innocent, stand to the right. Now, if all my memory serves right, they should all now stand to the right. But, chances are I probably missed something. And one guy will stand to the left, because that always seems to happen whenever. Not guilty. And the whole crowd goes wild in the background. You see that? Not guilty. Look at them cheering! La 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 la! Not guilty. Now, I always seem to get, like, one wrong. Not guilty. Not guilty. Now, actually getting all of them to say not guilty really isn't that important. Basically, it just affects one thing that happens here in a minute. But I'm not going to spoil it. Order in the court. A verdict has been reached. The verdict is not guilty. But the fact remains that even if he did not kidnap her, he ran off with her. 3 days solitary confinement as punishment. Rightio. I'd rather that than, you know, being caught on fire like a witch. Take him away. Yep. Ariana's here. Now, just a darn minute. Princess. Oh. That's enough, my dear. But Father... sorry. All I asked was for you to behave like a princess. Even royalty must obey rules. Leave the rest up to the Chancellor, and forget about the events in town. We're leaving. Daniel's face there. Daniel! Oh no! I'm being dragged away. And look at that awesome picture of the king. I actually thought that picture was pretty neat when I was playing through this the first couple times. I don't know, something about it's just really cool to me. Radio. So, we're being sent to prison for 3 days, solitary confinement. Or are we? This terrorist has tried to overthrow our kingdom. He has been found guilty, and he must now carry out his sentence. This cheeky counselor is backstabbing us. You see this, guys? This is why I hate the counselor so much in this game. Not only was he faked out by Yakra, so he was evil there, stole the queen and everything. Now, even years in the future, he's sentencing us to death when we were innocent. And we were proven innocent by the court, in front of everyone. The king, everyone. And we're still being sentenced to death. Now then, almost every game, freaking movie, even in Disney movies, the counselor is always evil. It's just a stereotype, I guess. Counselors, royal advisors, they're all just evil. Never trust a counselor. I go to school, I've never been to the counselor. I will not go to a counselor. They are evil. I just won't. But that's enough for me ranting about that. Let's continue. Hey! I think he just kicked me in the butt. That was rather wrong, man. I don't roll that way. So, this is the monster who kidnapped the princess. The execution is... Excuse me. The execution is 3 days away. Do not let him out of your sight. Execution? Strange, but I don't seem to recall hearing anything about an execution. What? You dare question me? Oh, how dare you question me? The paperwork's probably just been held up in the system. Yeah, held up in the system for 3 days. Sure. Understood, sir. Guards? Yeah, probably by the 3rd day, the guy here should probably kind of guess there wasn't like a hold up in the system. The counselor's just bat crazy nuts. I think I just said that very backwards. Righto. Take the prisoner away. Oh, he backhanded me! You son of... Alright. Here we are, in our cell. Well, there's 1 or 2 things that we can actually do here. First of all, that whole guilty, not guilty, basically all it changes is what you have right here. Read it. Some sympathizers brought that stuff for you, you lousy felon. And basically, we got 1 other, but we actually got like 7, didn't we? 2 days until the execution. I thought that you got 7. Yeah, see? It says we got 1 other, or probably I just read it wrong and it was actually 7 others. But basically, the number that you get not guilty changes the amount that you get. So that's all it does. It's not really that important. Rightio. So, the other thing that I have to say is, there's 2 things that you can do here. 1, you can wait for the 3 days. Or 2, if you actually go up here. Yeah, I'm going to save state here. Give me a moment. I have to remember how on my keyboard. Or you guys get a lovely vision of this. I don't get any quick keys. Righto. Slot 1 then. I'll wait for that to go away. 1, you can kind of do this. Pipe down. And you can just keep doing this a whole bunch of times. Knock it off. Ooh, I'll show him. Open it up. And you basically can ensue battle with them. That's what you get for misbehaving. I'm out of here. Where do you think you're going? And yeah, we can break out of prison. I'm trying to think. Really? I can't remember if there's a huge difference between breaking out and not breaking out, but well, I'll look over it, and in the next episode I'll kind of explain the choice, or I'll just show both of them, just because. Either way, it's been 21 minutes. I'll see you all in the next episode. Once again, I don't add this a lot at the end of the episodes, but please subscribe if you like the episode, and well, like my videos in general, and I'll see you all in the next episode, and yeah. I once again have to apologize for my cough. I probably won't do another episode until it's kind of like died down. Radio, so see you all then.